forgot what I'm making the video. Oh. I think this should be a little bit of a yapping session because I want to let y'all know that I bought this from, I did not buy it from TikTok. I bought it from Amazon, but this is the WavyTalk thing that everybody has been raving about. So, starting off, it's purple. Like that, we love that. We love when the people don't forget about the purple curlies. Let me show y'all my hair clip. I bought those from Amazon as well. So I'm trying to get into the French pin thing. Y'all didn't get to see the other parts, but these curls was really popping earlier. I did use these rollers for this blowout, and I did use my WavyTalk brush. It came out super cute. Oh, actually, I think I do have a picture. I'm gonna insert it right here. Yeah, I can do that, huh? I don't know why I'm so excited and hyper. What is going on? Yeah, I forgot. I was reviewing the brush. So my review is, I do think the WavyTalk brush is also beginner friendly, so I like that. That brush runs very hot, very hot. There's only 3 settings: 330, 370, and 410. Out of those 3 settings, I started with 410 in the back, and after that one pass, I said absolutely not. Once I did 370, it was also very, very hot. So pray for me. Pray for me on my next wash day. I could even use it on the lowest setting, but I think 370 was a good number for me. Considering that's the only heat I'm going to be putting on my hair for the next 2 weeks. I'm not a girl who needs bone straight hair. I usually just need it to be like fluffy and stretched. I say get it. I don't even think I did a really good job at pressing my hair, being honest. I think I could have did a lot better with my technique, but I think even if you don't have the best technique, you could still get a good curl out of your hair. Some people say it snags at your hair. That is debatable because I did notice that. But again, I do think that I didn't have the technique right, but it wasn't nothing major. Again, I'm a fan. I'm a fan, me personally. If you're a person who likes to stretch your hair, but you don't want to use a lot of like heat tools, like several heat tools, because I realized when I was doing my blowouts, I would have to use heat protectant for the blow dry and everything. Then I have to use the heat protectant again to do, I'll use like a pressing comb for my roots, and then a flat iron for the rest of it. And then after you're flat ironing, you want to come back and curl it. And I'm like, that's actually like more heat and more heat tools compared to WavyTalk. The brush is high heat. Through one pass, you could get exactly what you're looking for. I'm not gonna hold you. Next topic, I want to talk about this app that you're watching me on right now. Do y'all remember when we used to watch our favorite, YouTubers, and they would just sit down and do their makeup or do their hair and just talk to you, and you just, whether you're playing it in the background or whether you're just meal prep for the week, whatever it is that you're doing, you're being entertained and as well as being informed. I am a doomscroller on that other app that we all know. For being completely honest with you guys, I'm really trying to stop. And I've heard that consuming long form content keeps you from getting dumb. You're spending so much time on these apps only to find out that you don't know anything, and you're also feeling slow. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna still go over there for a little laugh. Another way to get that old feel back of watching YouTubers just be normal and just be in their environment. If you think I'm gonna take my camera and be outside, and I'm like, maybe I should just create that type of content right now, because the girlies are not just sitting down and talking no more. Now we're gonna get into the real reason why I'm here, okay? Because it was never about this hair. I just want to have an opinion. The latest case study where people are talking about like jealousy and jealous friends and yada yada yada. If you know, you know. My little 2 cents is that y'all gotta understand that everybody is not on the same level of healing that you are. If you call people out on their flaws, you will become an enemy to them. So if you notice that someone is showing jealousy tendencies toward you, honestly, the best thing for you to do is to keep it pushing and get out safely, boy. Now, we're not gonna act like people have never felt the feeling of jealousy before, which is, it's a fact. We've all seen somebody that has something that we want. We've all seen somebody at a level of success that we've been seeking to attend, whatever that looks like for you. Just make sure that when you feel that, you check it immediately. You got to figure out, why are you feeling that? What's going on in your chest? What's going on in your body? Why are you feeling so weird about this person? And especially if you're feeling this about somebody that you're supposed to love and that you're supposed to care about. Never should you ever let it get to a point where you're having feelings of resentment towards the person, and that every time that that person is telling you about the good things that are happening to them, you are becoming more miserable by their winnings. And I have to be honest, like, it's hard. It's hard at first. And that's the reality. That's the thing that most people might not want to admit to. That say that if you tell the person that you love that you're jealous, and they're introspective enough to have a conversation with you, you will be freed. Which brings me to my last point, that understand that jealousy is a spirit. You guys, we do not wrestle against flesh and blood. We wrestle against principalities and powers of darkness. So people will have disgusting feelings. You yourself, as a human being, will feel nasty feelings like jealousy. So I've heard some people say, oh, you don't know what that person is going through behind closed doors. Like, the whole time you're jealous of it. It shouldn't give you satisfaction that the person that you're jealous of actually doesn't want their life either. We're not going to turn this into, well, you don't know what they're going through. No, they might not be going through anything. Let's just assume they're the happiest they've ever been. And let's just assume they have the life that you want, and that they will never experience hardship. So what? Again, if you feel jealous of somebody, you need to take that to God. Like, let's be real. Y'all, you need to pray about that. Because that needs to come up out of you, for real. I ain't gonna, but praying is one thing. The next thing, talk about it, engage, and figure out why you're feeling that feeling. And figure out what block is causing you to feel jealous. Like, even if a person, like, you might think that you're jealous of the person because of something that they have, but really it's because of something that you lack, if that makes sense. It's not the same. Because even if that person didn't have it and you had it, you still wouldn't be a good steward of it, because you're coming from a mindset of lack. That's why jealousy is a spirit. It's really not like a tangible thing. You're not really jealous of the thing that the person had. There's something else going on. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I felt feelings of jealousy, but not to the level that that girl was talking about. I've never become more upset with someone's life the better that they were doing. I definitely seen people who were dealt better hands than me, but at no point did I think that that was like, oh, they got everything that they wanted and I'm doing this. And I'm like, nah, if anything, it does inspire me to just be like, you know what, let me get on my zone because I don't have rich parents. Let me get on my zone because I don't have the luxury, or I don't have the privilege of this. I don't have the privilege of that. But that doesn't take away from the people who do have that privilege. The people who do have that privilege, it's a blessing that they have a privilege, and there's a reason why they have a privilege, because God is the one who created them. Everybody wrestles with their own stuff. I want to live in my body. I don't want to live in anybody else's. Period. Also, another thing about jealousy is you're spending too much time focused on other people, because if you spent more time on yourself, you would find out what your likes are, what your things are. My advice to you would be, what do you want to do with your life? Why do you want that for your life? Do you want that because you've seen somebody else have it, or do you want that because society has told you that you need it, or do you truly want that in your mind, heart, body, and soul? And then if you do, what type of work do you need to take on a daily basis to have that? Because if you've not taken a single step towards that thing, you sit up here jealous of somebody who has it. Let's just say you want more friends, and you want more community, and you want people to be nice to you, or you want people to like you. Well, are you a likable person? Are you warm? Do people want to be around you? Are you approachable? But this is how my nighttime routine. I'm actually excited to see what it's gonna look like tomorrow. I will share that with you in the next video. Let me know if this is the style that you guys like, of me just chit-chatting. But I feel like it was nice. So anyway, I love you guys. Bye, bye, bye. Get on out of here. What you looking at me for?